Hi, Earth signs. This is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot. Thank you for being with me here today. Earth signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Tonight, I'm doing an energy read for you for March 16th, 2020. And again, this is a timeless reading. If you're finding this reading and you stumble on it, it's probably meant for you, even if you're not a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. You could be Sun, Moon, or Rising Gemini, Libra, Moon, or Aquarius. And also you could be a cross-watcher for somebody that you're asking about as well. So with that being said, let us dive into your reading. Remember, this is a general reading. If it doesn't resonate, check out one of my other videos, and I bet it will resonate for you. Okay, so let's see. What is your energy, air signs, for March 16th, 2020? Let's take a look. Okay. Okay, so you have all major arcana cards right off the bat, right away for your reading, air signs. You have all major arcana cards. Now, I know we're in the middle of this coronavirus right now, and I know it's been very draining on the collective. And, I just had a thought as I was shuffling your cards that to me, coronavirus feels very related to the air element because, we're being asked to socially distance ourselves from people, and air signs are known for being social and being active, and Aquarians are known for participating in groups. I'm not saying these are very generalist, you could be a Scorpio rising Aquarius and want nothing to do with people. But, generally speaking, the qualities of air signs are very social. And so the aspect of social distancing and socially isolating, especially for extroverts, seems very, very daunting. Also, the fact that we have to maintain distance physically from each other is because the virus can travel through the air literally and get into someone's lungs, which is also, throat and lungs, and the lungs are ruled by the air signs. So I do feel like the air signs have, taken a hit from the collective on this issue. And I definitely feel like it's something the air signs can really resonate with. And I've been saying for a while now that I think that the sun is going to burn it off. And, obviously I'm not a researcher, medical doctor, or anything like that. But, I think someone had a message the other day online that, courage is also courageous, and courage is also contagious. And you can see here with the strength the strength card and the sun card together here have so much to do with being courageous during dark times. And, with the Hermit and the Tower, you have probably been through some hella dark times recently. And, we see this Blossom card here with the Fireball, with the sun coming out. And then we see the Wheel. The Wheel, to me, is a card that's not good or bad. It's neutral, and it's what we do with it, right? So we've got the Hermit and the Tower, and the Hermit is looking away from the Tower. I'm just going to look away. Everything is crashing. Everything is burning. But I'm just going to look the other way, which means that we could be distracting ourselves with things like, Netflix and other people, and trolling things online and doing stuff instead of really, really getting with the feeling of our own vulnerability and our expiration date on this planet, right? And I love the fact that this Tower card has a dove in it at the bottom of it, because it shows, and the eye at the top shows that spirit is with us, and the lightning bolt is the same color as the eye. And so you can tell that some things, are divinely, guided. And with the Hermit, always reminds me, with the blue on here, I just got this download that the Hermit looks like God in a way. you know, and I think some people right now are feeling like, you know, God has turned their back on them. I definitely feel this in the collective. It's like, why did this have to happen? And I've thought of this many times myself too. Like, why did this actually have to happen in the collective at this time? And so, you know, none of us, there's so many people online that say that they have, you know, reasons, psychic reasons. People are channeling entities and saying why, you know, this virus even happened under the watchful eye of the divine. Like, how can we just be like puppets falling from the sky with, you know, with spirit's back turned to us? And I think that that is, you know, there's something in our culture that really feels alone and abandoned. And I do think that humanity has suffered from these abandonment wounds. And I think that they're core wounds for everyone. And, you know, I'm sorry that coronavirus hijacked your reading, air signs, but I feel like this is a big concern right now in the collective. And because the air signs are really tapped into the collective and really tapped into the communication and the messages and the flow that, you know, you guys, I kind of feel like you guys are in this in a way that maybe some of the others, I'm not, everyone's suffering from this. I'm not trying to say air signs have it the worst or whatever. I'm just saying that I think that psychically, this situation is really, psychically and emotionally and mentally, this situation is really impacting you, air signs. And it's like the collective, which is like, you know, the major arcana in the tarot, is like coming through you guys in the big lessons. And, you know, this is probably, you can take this to a micro level too, the things that are happening in your life individually. These are the things that I think are going to kill coronavirus, right? First of all, I think it's the Wheel of Fortune here. It's like, it's neutral. We don't know which way it's going to go. It depends on what we do to a certain extent, right? But then above here, I've got Strength and the Sun card, which I firmly feel our sun, as in our star, the sun, is really going to provide some healing on this. And I do feel like the sun is going to blast this away. And if, like, the corona, the Spanish word for corona is crown. And when you think of like royalty and Leo energy and the sun and all of that, you think of a crown, right? So I do feel like the sun is going to, like our star, the sun is going to protect us, and humanity is going to be okay. And we're going to be happy and have joy again and have a new beginning and feel blessed again. And, you know, the Strength card here, the infinity sign shows, I feel like, that we are the divine on this planet, and that, you know, it can feel like we've turned on our own natures. If we're like completely godless and feel like we have no connection to the divine, it's like it can feel like we don't have a connection to a deeper part of ourselves too. And I mean, I live in Seattle, Washington. There is an insane amount of atheists in Seattle, Washington. Again, we are totally hijacking your reading right now, air signs, and I don't mean to do that. And if you're, I have nothing against atheists or agnostics or anything like that. They can, you know, that's fine. That's their belief. But I just feel like with the Strength and the Sun card here, that we're being asked to tap into our light body, tap into our light, tap into the light of the planet. And definitely light workers are needed now, right? And we need to shine the light, and we need to get out of the darkness, right? Like, we have been in the darkness. We have been in it since November and October, when we, like November daylight savings, when we you know, when we went through the Capricorn Pluto conjunction in January, leading up to that, the energies leading up to that, we have been in a dark place. We have been in the karmic incinerator from an astrological perspective as well for a while now. And it's time for the freaking sun to come out. It is so time, you guys. It's so time. And I think that, you know, we're needing to show bravery, courage, kindness, innocence, love, light. I think we're needing all of these things. Health. The sun card is a picture of radiant health, right? And even here you can see these orange things. They're flowers actually in this picture. But the coronavirus always looks like these little orange things. But you can see here the sun is blasting it, right? The sun is completely blasting it. And so, and a lot of people think that there's some nefarious energy going on right now as well with the virus. Like conspiracy theories are abounding. I'm not going to go into them. I'm just going to say that I think this sun and our courage and our bravery and our strength is going to take care of us in this situation. And we need to keep, we need to keep taking precautions, obviously, but we need to keep that in mind as well and come out of this dark time. So I apologize. That was a lot longer than I anticipated. And let's move on with the reading. So intensity, stress, and harmony, right? So we can see that, oh man, that, you know, there's been a lot of intensity. With the Tower, you are going to find some massive intensity. With the Wheel, you know, the wheel goes round and round and can crush someone. That can definitely cause some stress too. In the Hermit, having to isolate, very stressful and intense experience, right? We're being asked right now with the Dolphins here with, I mean, lately it's been a big whale energy thing for me, which is very weird. To just say lately the whale energy's been with me, but it has. And I feel like our animals and our sea creatures are here with us now and they're blessing us. And you can see this dolphin is like tapping the third eye here for harmony. And it's just like with the infinity symbol above her head, right? And the dolphin tapping the forehead. To me, I see that really as the same type of energy. And even here with this blossom card and the wheel, you can see how this blossom card is also like a wheel. And, you know, the blossoming time with the sun, right? And so we're hopefully going to be, you know, moving out of this intensity and stress and into more harmony. Let's take a look here. Yeah, 8 of Cups, having to leave a situation behind. The World card, right? Another blossoming, another opening, right? We're going to leave a situation behind. We're going to blossom and open. We're going to do it with great vigor and strength. You see the light is just exploding out of that cave, out of the darkness and coming up to the surface, right? And then the 7 of Cups, I feel, is in here to show us that we have options, that we have, that we've got choices and we've got options and in how we want to do this, right? Move, okay? So maintain your immunity, move a lot. Your heart chakra, stay in your heart chakra. Don't go into fear, right? And then manifest. This is like the Magician card. Manifest, manifest what you need. Now, the move card here to me feels like moving energy. And then with the heart chakra, it's like you see the heart chakra in the green and then the move. It's like move the heart chakra, right? I definitely feel it's important that we continue to move our bodies. I know all the gyms are closed. I know everything's done. We got to somehow still move, dance, walk around, do something, right? So to keep that heart chakra energy flowing and keep ourselves energized and our immunity up. And then from that energy, from the heart, from the movement, we're going to start manifesting some changes. I don't know if you guys have heard, but on April 4th, there is a world ceremony or prayer or healing where literally all light workers are going to be participating in it and wanting to up level the energy on the planet on April 4th together and do some healing, right? And so I really see that too with the heart of the planet and the light workers and everyone coming together, and the blossoming and the springtime and the sun coming out and all of that. I think that is the energy that we need to draw on during these times, air signs. And then I have here, the other signs only had one ascended master. For some reason, Spirit was telling me to pull 2 ascended masters for my air signs, and I can see why. Obviously, you have all this stuff going on right now, and it's big time. So let's see what ascended masters you have here. So you have the Shekinah, the sacred self, unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. So I really see that with the move card here. You've got the move card, and we're being told to dance to the sacred rhythm of life, right? There's a rhythm, there's a cycle with the Wheel of Fortune and the World card. There's a rhythm and a cycle to what's happening, right? And we're supposed to keep moving, keep the immunity up, have the sunshine in, be brave, be courageous, right? Blossom, jump into spring, move forward with the heart, right? All of these things are coming up for my air signs, and actually for everyone in the collective in general. And then the last one we have here is Lady Nada, Heart Awakening. And don't you love it? I just got chills with the heart chakra. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. So the world is learning right now about, I can see online how, like, you know, landlords are saying we won't evict everyone. Like some of the politicians are saying, let's send $1,000 to every American. I'm not trying to say these people are going to do it perfectly and that everything's going to be hunky fucking dory. But I am trying to say that I do feel like as a society, this is bringing us together. Even though people are, like, you know, buying all the toilet paper, etc. This crisis is bringing us together, and it's opening up the heart chakra to help our planet in general. It's opening up the heart chakra of this planet, right? With the World card. I mean, Gaia herself, the earth, has chakras as well. And there's been a blockage, you know, as we've been ignoring the heart or bypassing the heart for a long time on this planet. So we need to wake up to acceptance. And you can see Lady Nada, she has this beautiful rose right over her chest. And, you know, the virus is hitting people in the chest area, right? And the chest and lung area is the heart chakra. That's what it is. And so we are, you know, we are awakening to acceptance and divine love. As human beings, I feel we cannot go one more day, not one more day, without accepting ourselves and loving ourselves. And that's why we have the sacred self right here. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. You know, the sun card is all about that. It's really all about that. So air signs, I just commend you. I think you're dealing with a lot of energies in the collective right now. I think that some of these programs and paradigms are probably also playing out in your personal life as well, like very much so. And I know we spent a lot of time on the collective, but if you're an air sign and you're a light worker and you caught this video, you're doing great work in the collective right now. Please don't give up. Please keep working. And I'll see you guys on April 4th where we do our light worker meditation. I love you guys. Hang in there. Protect each other. Okay, thank you. Those are your messages.